Hi, today I'm going to be going over my X-Carve assembly part 3, starting out with the Z-plate, taking the flange bearing and securing it with 2 screws. The instructions that are on Inventables on the paperwork that comes with the X-Carve is very helpful. They have a step-by-step process. Here I'm going to be attaching the Z-rail to the plate. Putting the lead screw in, I didn't screw it in far enough to begin with. I'd recommend screwing it in at least halfway. It'd be helpful. Later on I had to end up sliding the support square further down the screw. And if you don't screw it in all the way, you won't be able to push the screw through all the way. I got the toolkit that came with the X-Carve. You can actually select not to receive the toolkit, and I think it's about $17 you save. But since I went ahead and paid for it and got it, I figured I'd keep it with the X-Carve. The Allen wrenches or Allen keys, whichever you prefer to call them, are kind of hard to use. I have a set in the garage that have handles on the ends of them that would have been a lot easier to use than these, but these are my office and I'm setting it up in the office, so I decided to just go ahead and use what I had that was conveniently at hand. If you have any tools at all in your garage, you only need 3 wrenches and maybe 6 or 7 different Allen wrenches. Attaching the carriage to the rail is pretty simple, but while recording it was a little bit more difficult to show what it's like. It's important in the process to make sure you don't get it backwards. The first time I put it on the rail, it was backwards, and I had to take it off and put it back on. Just pay attention to the instructions, and as long as you go by what they say, it should be fine. Most of the time I realized my mistake right after I finished. Just took it off and put it back on the right way. For sure, as I finish this, there's going to be some adjustment needed to move the piece a little bit this way, a little bit that way, or to align it differently. Here I'm attaching the adjustable V-wheels under the top of the mount for the DeWalt router. The adjustable wheels have a nut that's on one side of them that you can turn, and the nut is offset It's more like a spacer than a nut, I guess. But it's adjusted so that you can tighten it to the rail or loosen it. It's hard to get a good grip on these. The nylon nuts they come with are pretty tight, and the screws are kind of difficult to get the Allen wrenches into, and didn't always want to stay in. After I went off camera, I went ahead and made sure that I tightened it up all the way. These are the fixed V wheels. On these V wheels, you'll see me tapping the V wheel against something. There's a little washer on the inside that sometimes gets offset. I'm just trying to show it there. But if the washer gets offset, the screw can't go through. So if you just look in there and just tap it until it slides into place, and then you can put the screw in. No big deal. If I'd have used my tools I had in the garage, this would have been a lot smoother process. But like I said, I paid for the tools, and I'll probably replace these. It came with a little tool bag. I'm using them to assemble it now, but I can see later on down the road if I had to do much adjusting to the machine, then I'll probably get my own tools that I have in the garage. These clamp bolts will be used to fasten the router once it's in place, but for now, we're just placing them in the mount. Attaching the mount on here. Pretty simple. I had to quickly adjust one of the adjustable V wheels, but that just took like 1 second. The homing switch, I guess it's optional. One of the things I did see whenever I was watching some of the videos, some people wished that they would have gotten the homing switch and the sensor that you put to set the depth for your router, and I went ahead and just got that. It was maybe $20 more, and if it's something that will save some frustration and be a little bit more convenient with setting it up, I figured it was worth it. With this homing switch, it requires a bolt to get it right next to it, and that's what I'm putting in now. It's kind of hard to tell. I couldn't get a good angle, but you screw that bolt in, and then once you screw it into the plate, you put a nut in from the other side and fasten that down. I might come back with some Loctite to maybe make sure that that doesn't back off or come loose. Here I'm using some needle nose to tighten down a smaller nut that came with the X-Carve. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'll be coming out with part 4, and I'm just a few videos away from finishing. Thanks.